So, hello, Harry. How are you? So,
I'm good. How are you?
good, good. All right. So we have three of you here. We didn't market this AMA as much as we did last time, so that's probably why we don't have the usual 15 or 20 people. So I just wanted to tell you a few things. One, we are working on a real life poker tournament that will start with poker tournaments within the venue, and then we'll be hosting 4 regionals in the Northeast, Southeast, Northwest, Southwest, and then a final somewhere in Nevada, Reno, or Vegas, probably. We also want to do that with trivia. It's very easy to cheat in trivia. That's the problem now with AI and watches and everything else. So the the winner at the venue, it will always be a little suspect. But in real life, we can have. It's not easy to cheat if we have BuzzTime employees there. So and so that's why, John Paul, maybe we should. I'd love to hear how you use Trivia Palooza. What are the rules?
Mm-hmm.
How big the tournament is.
Well, actually, it lasts like a whole week. It's like a weekend to weekend kind of thing.
Right.
If you go on Facebook and search Trivia Palooza, you'll probably see the 2 or 3 different pages that we've done up in the past.
Okay, great.
For the different places. That might give you a little bit more insight. But it's basically everyone just plays, and then we, it's like, again, we're just keeping it in the bar, kind of like a contestant thing. And, and again, against, against bar to bar, across the country, that kind of stuff. The big, the big game, the primary games, show, spotlight and show, all the games. So,
Right.
it's not really, anything special. The thing was, back then when they had the playmaker, there was more. Last time we did was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and you still had the playmakers. So the big thing was trying to get the playmakers there, But now
Right.
with the being only on the phone, just on the phones mainly. I'm not sure how that will all work out. Probably maybe put in a couple extra routers
Right.
to the traffic.
Right. Right. And we also have tablets, of course, and that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about. We now have plenty of tablets of the new Lenovo tablets, so we're shipping them at whenever we get orders. So that's great. That was 9 months to 10 months delay, and we all have them in our warehouse. And we got a really good deal with Lenovo, so we lowered the price. It's very simple now. It's $200, $199 for no tablets, $249 with 5, $299 with 10. That's cheaper than most of the Site PC subscriptions. We still have about 40 Site PC customers. We are figuring out what to do with them. Most likely we'll lose a good portion of them. We're not servicing them anymore, but they're also not responding to our upgrade notices. So that's how this business works. When you make a technology transition, you're going to lose some customers. And that's probably the number we'll lose. Well, my guess is, we'll shut off probably 30 of them. 10 of them will upgrade. We'll shut off 30 of them. Half of them, 15, will then say, "Hey, why'd you shut us off?"
I'm sorry.
They're
Do
not.
you the old company used to have some certified techs, at least in like Chicago, um, and they also had sales reps, but I don't think you guys have that many sales reps. Maybe if you because maybe the problem isn't necessarily they're not answering. It's just that maybe they don't have a guy like me that was like the point guy,
Right.
and so that if you had like maybe could do a service call to swap them over to the new device, or a sales call to
Right.
kind of like to put
Yeah,
put a face, go face to face for this stuff. Because a lot of times even if you call, or I don't know about emails and stuff like that, but if you call a lot of these a lot of bars, they get hundreds of calls.
right.
And it's, at least with our guys, it was always, yeah, okay, take a message, and they never do anything with the message, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly the problem we're running into. We don't have a contact there, so we just cold call, and we
yeah,
get the hostess or the bartender, and we leave a message. Or we're also snail mailing things. It doesn't, like, we don't have at this price. It doesn't pay. It costs a few $100 just to knock on a door, pretty much.
yeah.
So it doesn't pay for that sort of thing. For some of the better customers, we do have a network, a third-party company called Nerds on Site, and they have a
Mhm.
network of jobbers throughout North America who will do, direct TV one day or some corporate IT another, and then buzz time the next day. So for better customers, we will install it, but we just have to get a schedule. We can't just not
Yeah.
cold knock on doors.
Or you can't just send them
Yeah,
a box and go, "Here's your box,"
right.
replace it.
Yeah, because
Because
then,
another problem is that and that's the problem I've been having with adding additional screens to mine, is that I have to run, new wires for everything, for HMI, from the Chrome device to the TVs.
right,
And with the old place, it was all, we already had everything done with
coax.
regular, cable,
Right,
coaxial cable. And the guys, because you guys had I mean, not you guys, but they had filters that would filter out a channel, and everything was, we had miles of coaxial cable running to all the TVs, so that we had buzz time on all the TVs. So now it's a big transition of, trying to get everything rewired.
right. But the benefit there
Also,
is, of course, it's most venues are now wired for HDMI, so it's sort of a
well,
emergency
not
announcement.
additional HDMI. That's the issue.
But
It's
then you could use that all for Roku or Apple
Yeah,
TV,
right.
or
Yeah, but
any
whether or not
number.
they do,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, because like our place in Lebanon is we had Direct TV, which, and then I was looking for all different ways to um do a filter in on Direct TV, but it's not really doable.
Right.
So in that case, I would have had additional HMI cables ran, but or using coax. I mean, Cat5, and using little Balun devices to convert over from um, RJ45 to HDMI, because they make those things too, which
Right.
are really nice. But it's still a lot of wire to run.
Right.
So right now, with what I want to play with, I just got it in the mail. I just got a shipment a couple days ago. Are the wireless HMI transmitters? I'm gonna
Oh,
see.
good.
I'm gonna see how that works with the Chrome device.
Right. Um, good. Yeah, there are always minimum system requirements, and so that's what we're with. That's some of the problems that our venues have to do with. But once they do it, it's great investment. The
Mm-hmm.
signal looks great for every broadcast, including buzz time. But that is definitely what we need. Um, okay, so I talked about the poker tournament, possible of a trivia tournament. And then BMOs is the new currency. We're rolling that out with something called the Buzz Time Bar Hero. Players Plus points are great, but of course everyone knows that there's a lot of fraud, and so we came out with a new currency. Most video games have a couple of currencies, and this one will be redeemable. One, it will be, if the menu wants, it could be redeemable for discounts at the bar, for food and beverage if they're using Toast or Aloha or any of the other cloud-based POSs. We are integrated into them. This is great for BuzzTime Bar Hero. So if one of you wins a tournament, you get to spin a roulette wheel called the BuzzTime Bar Hero roulette wheel, and the landing areas will be different discounts. So $1 off wings, half off something you can't move at the back of the bar, $1 off Budweiser, that sort of thing. And then when they land on that discount, it is available for everyone in the bar. So that thing that you can't move at the end of the bar, everyone will want it because it's half off for the next round, and they'll come to the bar and they will buy it, and then they will thank the bar hero for winning buzz time. So it's great for everyone. It's great for the bar because they move inventory and have something novel. It's great for everyone in the bar because they get a discount, and it's great for our buzz time player because he gets to feel like the bar hero. So that'll be rolling out. It's been hard to explain to venue owners because they just give us a couple minutes, if that. But we're really excited for the people that are using it. They're going to start to make a lot of money. And the buzz time player will feel like the bar hero. And so you can't do that in any other trivia game, of course. All right, so those are the issues that I want to chat about. And so, Harry, I'll start with you. Is there anything that you want to chat about or ask questions about?
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about there's like still 40 site PCs around, but you're not sending any games out to them, right? They can't really play, or is that not true? They can still play.
They can still play. Yeah, the schedule goes out, but that's it. We're not maintaining it beyond that.
Okay, so like the place like in our area, Chuggers, I know a while back you said that they didn't want to upgrade at the time, and you didn't really have the equipment to send to them, so you would circle back around with them. But when I went over that way to try to play, the site, is in the app and everything, and I went in but it said no games available once I was inside the bar. So I don't know. They had they had 10 tablets, but I don't know why they wouldn't still have the game unless they didn't make a payment or what was going on with them, I guess.
Yeah, it could be a whole bunch of different things with the payment being a possibility, but I don't know specifically. I'll look into it and get back to you. You always give us good intel, so I appreciate that. But we are sending out the schedule, no doubt.
Okay, so the site PCs can still play, but it's down to like 40 sites. And
it just blows up. Like it just blows up. I have no idea why it's no games available, but it could be a hardware failure, and then we're not servicing them. They just have to upgrade to the BGM.
Right. And I think particularly with them, they started the process to upgrade because they were working with Alfonso, but then when it came down to the wire, I guess they decided not to upgrade at the time. So
okay, well, then I'll check in if they were interested in it in the beginning. Maybe they'll be interested again now that they have some problem.
Yeah, if you want to circle back around with them, might be a good idea, I guess.
Good.
But you're still sending out the fresh games to the site PCs then, or
correct?
Like
yeah,
the same games that we would see on BGN.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And then just little by little, they'll start failing. And then one day we'll just figure, okay, these people are not responding to us. We just have to sacrifice them. And then a portion of them will call us at that point.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was there anything else?
Okay. Paying for this or paying for that? It's the one half dozen.
I guess that's it for now. I can't think of anything else.
Okay. And Edward, are there any questions that you have?
I sent a couple of questions on the Q&A.
Yeah, just read them off. I don't see that.
How would this real life trivia tournament work?
How would it work? Is that what you asked? Yeah, that's very much in the preliminary stages. But basically, just like the poker tournament, each venue would decide if they wanted to participate. We'd figure out what game, most likely a BLT game, a Buzz Time Live trivia game, would be the competitive means, the game. And then we would then, have a real life, we'd rent a room in a hotel, a venue, and we'd run a BLT game there, and that will be hosted probably by me, actually. And then there'd be a final somewhere in the middle of the country.
Okay. Second question. Given AI, has Buzz Time given any thought to how they could detect and stop cheating using that?
It is really I'm not sure if you have any idea on how, but if they use AI with a different device, we have no idea how to do it. No one has like AI enough where they can hack into our system and answer questions, but obviously they can certainly, use ChatGPT to answer a trivia question.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think the technology's there where it's worthwhile to try and do, because right now it's being similar to just Googling a question,
Right.
that takes, unless you're a speedy typist. I'm not.
Well,
That
all right. Right. Microsoft Copilot is developing the capacity to read a phone screen.
okay.
So that would help matters.
Yeah,
considerably.
either that or a voice, if there's a voice
Well, a lot of them have
transcriber
voice.
kind of thing.
A lot of them have voice now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really a threat right now, but 2-3
Yeah,
years down the road.
in the future, yeah.
But that's why you can't have any cash games. It's just for honor. So some people don't have honor, and they didn't have honor during search engines. They don't have honor during AI.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And then you have the guys, that were playing 5 boards all at once.
Right. Right. So it's just always that it's just for honor. And our goal is for you to have a good time and drink a beer and eat a burger.
Okay.
I have a question about the gambling that you were talking about earlier. Do you have
Wait, no
any?
gambling. We don't.
Well,
you
not
mean
gambling,
poker?
but the poker games.
Right.
The legality of them in all the different states. Have you done the research on that, or?
Yeah, we can't do it in Utah and a few other states where they just won't like any sort of gambling, even if it's for no money.
Even if it's not gambling, but it's just playing
In-
cards. Because I know
Correct.
there's, it may have changed lately, but like in Illinois and in a couple other states, that a bar couldn't even have playing cards or dice at at the location.
Right.
If the liquor commissioner came in and saw that you had cards or dice, you were fined right off the bat, and you could lose your license for because even if you weren't if you could be playing solitary, but if you had cards, it was a big no.
Right.
So I just don't know whether or not you did any kind of looky-loos at those type of laws.
Yeah. There are a few states where you can't use the poker. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Do you have those? Do you ever thought about publishing that to the on the site?
We do it in the sales calls and the account management calls.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's some states for instance, New Hampshire, that has the state has Keno in bars. So
Yeah, but they're getting their share.
Right.
It's the same in Illinois. They got video games.
The VLTs,
video
yeah.
gaming,
Yeah.
and but you still they want their they have a system where they get their cut.
Right.
So it's still not allowed because they're they're not getting there's no way to prove that they're going to get their cut.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Yeah, but so we have many other games for those states. We have network trivia, live trivia, we have Family Feud like game, we
right,
have
bingo.
yeah, and Name That Tune like game, and we're going to come out with a bunch more too.
Do you have you can track how successful those games are, like the bingo and I know the poker's just getting underway again, but the bingo sites, have you noticed a lot of bars playing that, or?
It's going well, yeah. The live trivia is that I know most of the people on these AMAs on social media are network trivia fans, but the live trivia is really the biggest draw for Buzz Time. People love that, and they love the theme games like Harry Potter and all of those. That's really the bread and butter.
Okay. And did you get any feedback from the Buffalo Wild Wings survey on what item would you bring back? Did they get in touch with you at all, or?
Not headquarters. We know a couple of the multi-unit franchisees, and they didn't see it, and we've been showing it to them. But so far, nothing. Nothing. It was an amazing response.
Yeah.
It really was quite flattering and quite bullish, in my opinion. But we haven't gotten anything, amazing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but trust me, we loved it. I went there, and saw. Well, I think it was literally thousands of responses saying "Bring back Buzz Time."
Yeah, there was quite a few that I saw too. Yeah.
Yeah. And so imagine, being in headquarters and thinking, you just give this company a couple $100 a month, and we could probably increase revenue a couple grand a month. It would seem to be a no-brainer.
Right. Yeah, it'd be great if it works out.
Yeah. So, but trust me, I'm trying with my New Yorker type A energy, trying to get into headquarters again. It's brand new management. We're brand new management. Old Buzz Time screwed that up. We're back. We're back because we're on this brand new technology platform.
Right.
So, I'm doing everything that you'd expect an owner of a company to do in that sense. And if you know any multi-unit franchisee of B-dubs, just let me know, and I'll chat them up.
Yeah, I'll check around and see what the arrangements are here, if they have own multiple sites in the area, or what the situation is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We always give a spliff, a commission on that sort of thing. So anyone helps gets us Buffalo Wild Wings, we'll be quite happy. You will have a nice amount of money. But it was amazing. I was so flattered. It was really great to think. I mean, after all those years, there's still just thousands of people on a Facebook post are just yelling "Buzz Time, Buzz Time, Buzz Time." Get him back, get him back, get him back.
Yeah, it was nice to see. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a timeline for restoring the Hall of Fame for the premium games that were dropped?
Which we dropped a couple of premium games. Those were not popular ones, so we have no intention of bringing them back. We're moving forward and coming up with new games that take advantage of what's going on in 2026 and how it works on this new technology platform. And I'll give you a little hint in which the game is played on the user's phone. And so the game can be extended outside of the venue with the understanding that we make our money from increasing the sales of burgers and beer. So we have games where we want people to get habituated to playing us inside and outside the venue, but it's more fun to play inside the venue.
I would have to note that Brainbuster was your most popular game, and that was one of the games that were dropped.
At the time it wasn't. I think at the time it was dropped, it was not. But at a certain time it was.
Yeah, that was my favorite game.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be that used to be the #1 ranked game, and then Showdown was ranked 2, and that was a very stable rating. So
Right. Right.
Yeah, from our standpoint, we would run like regional tournaments, or Kevin Kern, Dr. Kern would really do that.
Right.
But we did one for Brainbuster, and more recently we were doing it for Glory Days. But like Edward said, you're not maintaining the stats that we could do that, like run a 5-week tournament. So we can't really run those tournaments on our own anymore. So that's what we were wondering, if you don't want to bring them all back, the rankings for the weekly games, if you could bring back just Brainbuster and Glory Days, that would satisfy, I think, most of the tournaments that I know of going. I don't know, Edward, if you had other ones as well, but
No, we're bringing back the rankings. That it keeps getting pushed back. You know, we have a small team, and the rankings will all be back and be better than before. So don't worry
okay.
about
Because the rankings for those games too only show up to 5 for the recent high scores. So it's like a 30-day thing, but for like the lunchtime countdown shows like the top 20 recent high scores, but the like Brainbuster, Showdown, Topics, Glory Days, they only show like the 5 at the most, because it's like a 30-day thing. So I
Right.
don't know if you were planning to bring that back as well to match the lunchtime and the countdown games, or what you
Yeah,
were.
I think we'll bring back them in a great way. Like and we'll start these regional tournaments again, and then think of a network-wide tournament.
Okay.
Are there any other questions? Okay, great. Well, just look around for BMOs. You'll see those being integrated pretty soon into the network trivia game. And eventually venues will hopefully start using Bar Hero. So they'll be able to clear some inventory and get some excitement that only they can get at their happy hour. And also the poker tournament will be launched pretty soon. And if you know anyone that is not upgrading from Site PC, we have tons of tablets. So get them upgraded, because that's failing. And Harry, I'll look into Chuggers and let you know what the story is there.
Okay, great.